Males that's starting that's this 2026, and making sure that they are going to be regulated and they're going to be ready to just move their self from one position to the next. And I know a lot of time you might feel like overwhelmed. You would feel like, oh my God, this is like, too much for you. This would be too much for you to, go back and forth trying to make sure that this is, going to be a good year for you. This is going to be a best year for you. So a lot of you may feel, you have been broken, you have had relationships, you have had, a bad 2025, you had a bad year where you're thinking that, oh my God, I just want to, I don't want to be doing this. I don't want to do a lot of this work. You don't want to do this. You don't want to do that. And you just feel overwhelmed. Okay. You are feeling real overwhelmed and you're not even sure on, what to do when it comes on to your life, when it comes on to making decisions, and when it come on to just being peaceful in your own self. And I think a lot of times you feel this way because you either feel like there's something going on, you are, not making the right decisions, you are not doing stuff that you think that's lining up or aligning with your goals. So I will say to you that, just take a breath, okay? Take a deep breath and just say, okay, I am going to regulate my life. I am going to regulate myself. I am going to regulate me. Because at the end of the day, you have to stop and do that. For you to have a joyful life, for you to have a peaceful life, you have to just stop and breathe and take a moment and just making sure that, hey, I am not broken, okay? This is what I want to tell you, everybody that out there, mainly the females, because men, I care about you, okay? I'm not saying I don't care about you. However, I think men can just get up and do things as they want to do. And when it comes on to females and it come on to us holding down that whole soul, dealing with the kids, you must have heard this, before, where the men can get to do every single thing. They get to change, their jobs. They get to, do what they want to do. They get the time off that they want to get. They get to do a lot of these stuff when the female is not at liberty to do that. We're not at liberty to take a day off. We're not at liberty to, say we want to change our jobs so easily. It can be done. We're not at liberty to pretty much just, say, hey, I want to take 2 weeks off. I want to take a month off. I want to just not be with my family and just take off. Ladies, if this is you, you're in the right space. I am saying to you, I have been through this. I have been through this where when it comes on to my life or my relationship or my kid, I cannot take a day off. I really could not. I got sick for the holidays. This flu that's going around, that they're so-called calling it flu. Okay. But, this is going around and a lot of people has catching it. Even people in Jamaica has catching this so-called flu, whatever it is. But, I got it. My son got it. A lot of my family members around got it, but you felt like, let me explain to you how it feels, okay? It feels like you are, like you have COVID, because I got the shot, so I know what it feels like. And when I got the shot, I was so sick for days, meaning that I'm in the bed, can't move, My joints are just weak and I literally have problems standing up. So this is how the flu felt. And I was super sick. And, my son was sick. And then I had to tell myself that I have to be unsick to make sure I take care of my son. I have to be unsick. Are you hearing me? This is what females go through. When you have a family, when you have, your kids, and you are sick and the household is going to just go to shambles, you have to be on sick, because that's what I had to do just this Christmas holiday. I had to be on sick to make sure that he is okay. Because he was basically bedridden in the bed, can't move, cannot do anything. And I, as a mother, has to get up with my sick self. Get up, made soup. I had to cook. I had to, get him ginger tea. I'm from Jamaica, from the islands. So we normally are also always have garlic and honey. So that's infused with garlic and honey. I had to make sure I'm squeezing lime in the honey and garlic, and he's taking that every hour. I'm giving him tea. I'm giving him soup. I had to be well to get all of that done to make sure that my son was good while being sick. So ladies, I am just saying, you have a family, you have kids. It's rare that you are going to get to do what you want to do. It's rare where you are going to be sick or take off for a week or two when the dads can do that. We're not at liberty to do that. We are working around the clock. Whether we want to think that we were sick on that day or not sick, we got to get up and do even if we're bedridden, we have to get up and make sure that the kids get what they need to get. So this is what I'm saying. You may be overwhelmed. You may be, feeling broken with your life. You may feel like, I can't go on. You may feel like this is like too much for you. And I'm letting you know that I have been through this over and over again. There are going to be times in your life where you are going to feel distinctly just broken with life. You're going to feel broken with society, with your relationship, with your family. Sometimes you have kids and you feel like you want to strangle them. I'm just saying to you, there are going to be those days that you are going to feel this way. You're going to feel totally broken. What do you do about that? Because there is a life where you can feel at peace. You can feel unbothered. You can feel just great about yourself. You can get up in the morning and feel like you are going to just conquer this world. It is possible. It is possible. First, you got to just take a breather. You got to stop. Relax your shoulders. Breathe. And clench your jaws. And just take a breather.